Hello everyone! Today I would like to try these soft oil pastels for the first time. I have never used this medium before, but I saw a lot of videos about them, so I thought, what the heck? Why are they so trendy now? So of course I had to get one set for myself. This is a set of 48 colors. However, according to this booklet, there is 120 colors available, which is super cool. But because I have never used this medium before, I decided to go with this set. And also I think that I saw only the super expensive sets like in wooden boxes or so, so I thought, yeah, let's see first if I will like this medium or not. Anyway, I love the colors, the selection of greens and blues. So many greens and blues, that's amazing. I also love the selection from yellow through orange, red to purple. That's just so amazing. And I really appreciate these colors here. I like these unusual colors like this salmon pink, olive greens and the pale yellow. That's amazing color. Yeah, I think the selection is very beautiful and I can't wait to try them. Actually, I purchased these like a month ago or maybe 2 months ago. I'm not really sure, but I have them for a few weeks and really didn't touch them yet. And I have found the best picture. And the perfect picture is in the coloring book Shooting Star. I have a Dutch version, so it's called Vallende Sterren. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And I love this first picture. I was thinking about how to color this page since I got the book. And I knew I wanted something special for this page, My idea is to have the night sky and really bright shooting star, like a meteor. So not only the yellow like a star, but I wanted to add some more colors like orange and red and so on. Also, now is the time of pear seeds, so it's quite a thematic page. And actually the whole book itself. And how I plan to color this page? Well, that's in the stars. No, that's in my mind. And so hopefully I will be able to transfer my imagination into this page. And I will have few items that will help me. So I don't want to touch the tree and the landscape or the bunnies, which are so cute. So I will cover them. I don't think that a masking fluid that I normally use for watercolors will have some use here, because I would probably smudge the whole thing while trying to remove the masking fluid. So I will be using masking tape. This is a paper masking tape. It should be low tacked. Yeah, but what I always do is stick it on my table first, leave it for a while and then use it. Or I will stick it on my t-shirt or whatever, and then place it on the paper, and this should make it even less sticky. It helps, but not always for 100%. And what I plan to do is to just cover the whole picture all around. I have no idea how, but somehow, I don't know, this around the whole picture. And for these, what I will do is I will take a pencil and outline the shape. Yeah, just like this. Then, and see, I already ripped the page. So we have to be really careful I was too harsh removing the tape. I have to remember that I should be more careful. And what I do is that I just cut the outline and cover the area. I cut a little bit more here, so it doesn't matter. I just wanted to show you how I will do everything. I want to cover these two tree branch, the tree trunk, bunnies, and basically everything around the sky. And for the stars, I thought that this could be helpful. Well, if you don't have stencil, you can use this method that you outline the star, or you can pick your stencil and just try. Yeah, this one fits perfectly. This is a perfect size. And basically do the same, draw a star, but it doesn't seem to be working very well. Like, look at it. That's not very pretty. So I will probably do the technique that I will outline the stars right on the tape, then cut it and then stick it on the right place. And I will probably do it with this main star, and I would like to do it with these 3 small stars. I will try it, but I cannot imagine how I am cutting such a small thing on sticky tape. Anyway, we will see how it will go. After I will do the background, then I was thinking about just something very simple, like very dark trees and basically everything around, which I will be masking now. I would like to make it dark, maybe black, with only the highlight from the star. So wish me luck. This is really the first time I'm using this medium, so I guess it will be fun for sure. Alright, I am done, and yeah, I had to push myself to stop because I am really thrilled by the oil pastels and I just couldn't stop. So at first I colored this page just as I planned, but then I thought that it could be really fun if I tried to draw something by myself with them, and yeah, I ended up with 3 different pictures and I will get back to them in a while. But for now, I would like to talk about this picture in the coloring book. And overall, I have so many thoughts that I had to write notes. I tried so many techniques and tools that I really had to write everything down on the paper, and I think I could even forgot something, but yeah, that's okay. So my first impression was like, what the heck? What's going on? What is it? I was a little bit nervous, maybe confused about how they work. Also, maybe this coloring page wasn't the best for the beginning because of all these small areas, small parts. So I definitely struggled at the beginning a little bit, not only with blending, but overall with how they behave. What I like about them is that they are really easy to apply and they are easy to layer. You can even layer lighter colors over dark colors. And I was using a lot of material for blending. Of course, I was tempted to use my fingers for blending and I used them a lot. But I don't think that this is the best way how to blend them, mostly because my finger is pretty irritated because of all the rubbing. So I was looking for another tools that I could use, and I have found few. Firstly, here are Q-tips. These are pretty cool, pretty good. They work very well. And as you can see, I will need a new package. Yeah, the best way how to use these is to use only a very light pressure and slightly smudge everything and blend everything together, you know. The second great amazing thing is this cosmetic sponge. It has such a soft and I don't know, spongy material, and this worked very well. It worked the best for the sky here. This was really amazing. And going back to my fingers, I figured out that the best way is if you want to add some accent, like some clouds, and you do the line with the oil pastel and then use a finger just for a slight smudge, you know, like here. Anyway, this was very helpful, and yeah, I am already purchased more of these because I have only this one. Then I was using a lot of these cosmetic brushes. Here are 2 categories of cosmetic brushes. So we have one category where the bristles are short and quite solid and firm. You can do a little bit more pressure with them and they are okay. Then we have the category where the bristles are larger and very soft. So if you push on the brush, it will do basically nothing. It's the best for the eyeshadows or something like this. And these don't work well, but they work very well with ink pads. And I was using these for blending. The advantage of these brushes is that you can really get into the edges. I was also using this finger sponge that I am using for ink pads and for soft pastels, and this was a disaster. I don't recommend to use this. Another tool that I was using a lot is just a basic tissue, paper tissue. And that worked very well. Just fold it to the small square. When this was dirty, I just fold it the other way and used basically the whole tissue. I was also trying mineral spirit, and well, this works quite well if you want to clear the area. It will dissolve the upper layer. However, if you use it too much, and it means like for 3 seconds, you can easily wash out the bottom layer as well. What I don't like, and I'm still trying to figure out how to prevent this, are hard edges. For example, look at this edge or here. The thing is, I was using one color and then I went over with a white, and I wanted to blend these two colors together, but somehow the blue, it did this hard edge and there were no way how to blend it. Even if I cover it with the same blue color, it didn't help. What helped was to use darker blue, like here. It's a little bit saved, not so much. You know, I would probably need to spend more time, not only 45 minutes on it. I really didn't do any masterpieces. I just wanted to try these oil pastels and figure out what they are. Another thing that I like is that it's erasable. Not for 100%, but it's manageable, and I was using this electric eraser for small details, like here I was over the line, so I erased a little bit above the edge. Now let's talk about masking tape. At the beginning of this video, I was talking about my plan to cover the parts and to cut the masking tape to make a shape of the parts that I want to cover. Well, that didn't go according to a plan. And I ended up covering the whole page with the soft pastel, and I even went over the bunnies, the tree. I didn't care at this moment when I did the background, and I was hoping that I will be able to use a black pencil on top of the soft oil pastels. And yeah, it worked. The black isn't so strong, but I think it's okay. Also, for cleaning some areas, I was using the Q-tip again. And basically you can pick up the upper layer with a Q-tip. And if you are curious why I didn't clean these areas or this part, well, this happened during varnishing. I think the varnishing helped to spread the black around, and now you can wonder, why is she touching the pictures so much? Yeah, because I can. This is varnish for oil pastels, and this is the best thing ever. No, I'm kidding, but it's really cool, really great. It's like a white liquid, but if you put it on the picture, it becomes transparent. It will make this beautiful glossy finish, and you can do whatever you want. It will not smudge. And I applied it with this large brush, and I recommend to use some older brush. Not that it would destroy the bristles, but it may, especially if you forget about it. It can create a glued crust around the bristles, and it would be hard to get rid of it. I cannot say how hard it would be if you leave it like overnight, because I always rinse the brush with water and soap right after I finished every picture. And if it comes to the paper I was using for these pictures, then I was using the Canson Graduate mixed media. It's 200 GSM, and yeah, I have this sketchbook for like years, never used it, and finally I have some usage for it. Anyway, I had a feeling, especially on this last picture, that the blending wasn't so smooth like it was, for example, in the shooting star, and that may be because of the texture. It's not so silky smooth, it has almost no tooth, it's a little bit rough, and that may be the case why the blending wasn't so beautifully smooth. So I would like to try these two sketchbooks, which I also have for years and never used them. I can say that after finishing this page, this coloring page, I was still quite skeptical whether I will like it or not. But when I finished the first painting, it was this one, even if it's far away from perfect, I knew that I love it. I fell in love with oil pastels, and that's why I jumped right into coloring these two pictures as well. Another thing that I noticed is that they are not opaque in the first layer. Here are those circles that were originally in the illustration. I was thinking about keeping them, but I decided not to and cover them, and in the end I had to cover the stars as well. I wanted to keep them, but it was really hard for the first time ever using oil pastels. So I ended up covering everything around it, but the more layers you are using, the more opaque they seem to be. Alright, I think I shared all my thoughts I had, and now I'm curious your thoughts on oil pastels. Do you like them? Do you hate them? So let me know that in the comments, and I will see you in the next video. Have a meow someday, and bye!